that level.
Oh, I just have to do some adjustments real quick. Hold on. Yeah, because that's a little high up. That helps a little bit. Oh my goodness. You may notice a little bit of a difference in my voice. And it's because I was sick the past few days with a sore throat and lots of phlegm. And my voice was worse. It was sounding like I sounded like this, like I was a monster. It was crazy. And it's sort of normal now. I still have a little pinch of, what was going on with my voice. That's why I haven't streamed in so long. And I apologize. And I apologize for bringing you the Play Level podcast on a Wednesday. It's supposed to be a Monday or Tuesday. And I was going to do my, backlog day today, but I'm like, I can't do that. So I'm going to have to add a day of streaming or something, or make up for it somehow. I have to do something. But welcome to the Play Level podcast. I don't know if my gain is up high. It is up. There we go. I feel like I was yelling. I feel like I was hearing a lot of stuff. A lot of extra stuff, and I was yelling. I need a little gain though, so that I don't have to use too much of my voice. Blue Dev in the house. This is the end of the year special. It's a Play Level podcast. It's a PlayStation centric podcast. And you said there was no theme music? My music didn't play? My music played. Oh, you know what happened was? It had finished already, probably by the time you came. Because I heard it. I think I heard it. I think I heard it on my phone when I did my sound test. And, when the song ends, I was upstairs changing my shirt. I was doing too much at once. And I was like, man, I got to start so that I'm not on here too late. But yeah, I was about to say something and I was like, wait a minute. I don't hear that. Wait. Was there a technical difficulty? But I'm like, no, the music just stopped. So, but you heard the scary background music when I turned it back on, didn't you? Yeah, so yeah, you heard the hotter when you would have heard the hotter if you came on time. I'm not starting on time, so I'm not holding it against you. But nonetheless, I'm able to speak now. I'm able to talk. I had a sore throat. First of all, hold on. I've been trying to get my touch portal to load. There we go. Now I want to see if I'm gonna have to use this instead of my buttons. What's the charge on this tablet? It's a 92%. Right. Move that or something. Let's leave it plugged in. Let's move my phone. Let's move the RGB remote. And let's bring the tablet up closer. And let's see. Did you hear that sound? Tell me you heard the sound of leveling up. Oh, of course it's broken. Microsoft owns it now. It was broken before, and it's gonna sip from my gold PlayStation mug. You didn't hear it? That's annoying. There's no way you shouldn't hear that. Hold on, let me see. Properties. Oh. Okay. So you should hear it now when I click it. Let's click it. You heard it that time, right? It was choppy just now? I don't know why it comes out. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because the volume of it is too loud. Let me see. If I can. Let me turn its volume down a little bit. What about now? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I'm still getting rid of phlegm. Like, was that better though? Like, was that last time better? Nonetheless, we're going to move on and we're going to talk about how we're feeling while we work that sound, effect out. Because I don't know if it's because they're so loud that it does that or not. I don't know. Or if I need to update voice mod or something. Nope, the same. I don't know. I have to look back at my VOD to see if maybe it's just you. It could be just you. But, I get it. I just have to look back at it. When I edit these videos, man, I just be rushing to put them up. I have to have this video and the gift opening video up before the new year. So I have to do that ASAP, like maybe tomorrow after work. I'm sorry. I'm super thirsty. I'm not drinking tea out of my mug. I'm drinking orange juice. I just wanted to use the mug because it's an awesome mug and it's a play level podcast. Everything PlayStation, How are we feeling today? How are you feeling today? I'm chilling like a villain. I had a long day today for no reason. Like I said, I've been trying to get over this cold or whatever the heck it was. I had a sore throat and like phlegm in my chest. Like it wasn't like really in my chest because I know when I get a chest cold and I cough, like I could feel like it hurts and stuff. But it was none of that. It was more like in my throat and like kind of like not even in my nose, but like there. It's like in this weird region to where it wasn't in my chest, but it was low enough. Where it wasn't in my nose, but it was high enough. It was hard to like cough it up, hard to get it out. So, and I had a bad sore throat, and my voice was like messing. My throat was swollen too. So like it was something caused inflammation in my throat somehow, and my throat was super sore. So I couldn't talk, man. I couldn't stream. I thought about streaming and I was mad. I was sitting here like I want to stream, but I couldn't. There was no way. Talking all this much. I'm not one of those streamers that just sit here and like with dead look on their face and just sit here and not talk to the viewers. That's not me. And it's not me. So I was like, I can't stream. I can't do it. I couldn't even go to work. I was like, I can't go to work and, do the job that I do, coughing up phlegm and having a mean sore throat and being sick in general because, we're not supposed to. I got to go home. So I missed work on Tuesday and today. I was sick on Christmas. And we had to do the video of opening the gifts. It wasn't that bad at the time. I was like woke up with like a sore throat, and I did enough to get it to go away. But the next day is when my voice went away and my throat was killing me. And I was like, man, that's crazy. I don't know what's going on with Jacob in the background. Hold on. I gotta get them to stop. I don't know what they're doing with them. They got Jacob out over there, like he's upset about something. Like he wants something that they don't want him to have. I told them to cut it out, and yet still persists. I don't have to get up. Like, they don't understand. When I'm streaming, I don't want to have to, like, I don't know. I'll try to ignore it. Hopefully they stop. But yeah, I was under the weather, and today, I had to, I didn't work today because, I'm trying to get it out of here. Like, even contemplated not working tomorrow, but I'm gonna work tomorrow. I think I'll be fine by the morning. I'm much better now. As you can see, I'm here now. I do still have phlegm, cough up, and my voice is still a little bit deeper than it normally is because of it. But at least I can talk. Nothing hurts anymore. And I'm not coughing like crazy. Though at night, man, as soon as I lay down, I was coughing a lot. Which was upsetting. I coughed so much the other day, I had a headache from it. So I was like, I'm not going anywhere. But today I had to get up, and I went to work because I was trying to see if I didn't have to go in, but nobody responded. And I went, and they told me to go home. So I was gonna go home, but on my way there, I was, interrupted. My driving was interrupted by a ping, the sound that the car makes when something is, wrong, when there's an alert. And it was tire pressure. And I looked and I saw that 3 of my tires were fine, but one was much lower than the rest. I'm like, what? Come on, please don't let nothing be wrong with that tire. And then it got lower. And as I drove, it got lower, and it got lower. Mind you, it's like a 7-minute drive, 5 to 7 minute drive from my house to my job. So it just got lower, and then I park, and I get out of my car, and I look, and the tire's flat, and I'm like, what? No. That's when I went in, and they told me to go home and stuff. I told my wife, I'm like, I got a flat tire. I don't know what the heck, and I can't even go home right now. I walked in, and the air made me cough. Something made me cough. Like I coughed. I didn't do it on purpose. I don't know if she thought I did it on purpose, because like I've been sick and been wanting to stay home. But something made me cough. I was coughing a little bit, but I've been coughing, every now and then. So I'm hoping by tomorrow it doesn't happen anymore. But, I got out, went back in my car, and I GPSed this place that I went for a tire change. And I was like, I'm going to go there and, get my tire change. And I started to drive. And as I was driving, it was like, doom, doom, doom. Like, I've driven on a flat tire before. And I've gotten a pretty good, distance. And, to safety, to where I can, get fix my tire or whatever. But I was like, I can't drive on that. There's something extra wrong with this. It's like something big is inside my tire right now. Is that like the thing that you put the air in? Did it go in and now I'm rolling on it? I don't know. I couldn't understand what was happening. So I stopped and I was like, I'm right near a Walmart. So the Walmart is closer than the other place. So let me just go to the Walmart, because Walmart has a tire place, and get my tire changed there. So I drive there. I get there, and they're like, we can't get your tire off because we don't have the key. Like, key? Yeah, there's a key to get your rim off. To take the nuts is a key. You need a key for it. And I was like, what? He's like, don't you have the key? Do you have the key? I'm like, no, I don't have the key. They never gave it to me when I bought the car. And if they gave it to my wife, then she would have given it to me and I didn't get it. I was like, well, did you check your glove compartment? I'm like, all right, I'll check my glove compartment. He's like, he didn't want his technician to check my glove compartment and go through my stuff. So I'm like, that's fine. So I went, checked my glove compartment. He said, check the center console, check that. I checked the trunk and the little flap where the jack, you know, that weak jack that they always give you, that, you know, that one that you usually just throw away and you buy yourself a real jack. Yeah, I went into that compartment and it had the jack and everything in it, but it didn't have a key. I looked everywhere, under the seats, everywhere, and no key. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So they're like, they can't do it. And I'm like, and somebody, I was like, I can't drive on it like this. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing they can do. I'm like, why? So I'm like, I gotta get it towed. I'm like, all right, tow's gonna be a lot of money. Let's see. Let me think. I called the car dealership I bought the car from, asked them what they could do, and they said, I told them what happened and I told them what it was, and they was like, yeah. The lady said, yeah, we can totally take care of it if you can get it to us. You know, it's pretty far. You shouldn't drive on it that far. So maybe you should get it towed. You can get it towed and we'll take. I'm like, I want to tow the car. It's expensive. So I'm like, all right. She was like, ask me, do I have AAA? I'm like, no, I don't have AAA. I need AAA though. So I'm like, all right, thank you. I'll see what I can figure out. So I go on the Geico app. I use Geico as my car insurance, and I look under roadside assistance, and my car is covered for it. I'm like, okay. So, you know, I input the information and what happened, whatever, and they send me a tow truck. So I'm like, okay, good. Get in the tow truck. Nice tow driver. We're talking about fishing and stuff. Had a, you know, great conversation. Great guy. Drops me off. You know, I tip him. And I go into the dealership and I'm like, yes, I just spoke to somebody on the phone not too long ago. And I'm here. I got a flat tire, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, and I was like, come on with that sound, yo. Why you being so negative? Don't be negative. That's what I said in my head. I didn't say it out loud. So, I give them the key. They go look, and the guy comes back. He's like, you don't have the key for it? We don't have the key. We have a master key, but you don't have a Honda. It's a Honda dealership. And I have a Dodge. I bought it from there. It was a used car, you know. And he's like, you don't have the key for it? I'm like, no, you guys sold it to me and you didn't give me a key. Y'all, you don't have the key. I bought it from here. And he's like, said, hold on, let me see if there's anything else we can do, any other way we can get it off. So he goes away. I'm sitting there for a little while. I'm waiting. I don't know for how long. Not too long, not too short. And he comes back and says, I got some bad news for you. I'm like, come on. He said, you know, the way that the lock is it keeps spinning. So you need the proper key. Otherwise, you know, the trick that they usually do on some of them, it's not going to work because you won't be able to grip it and make it, you know, turn unless you have that key, because it's one of those that just keeps spinning. I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah, it's an extra safety feature that they added on some vehicles. You know, he started talking about BMWs and stuff. I'm like, I don't have a BMW. But my car is like the top end of its model, you know? So I guess extra, you know, features were added to it because it's the top end, which wasn't helping me at the time because now I can't get the nut off. pause, and I can't get it off, and I need to get the tire off because I have a flat tire. I need to get the tire changed, and you tell me they can't do it. And I'm like, I bought it from here. I'm like, really, y'all got to do something better than this. Like, y'all got to tell me something better. Y'all got to give me something, because like, you telling me I'm gonna need another tow to get out of here because I can't drive it to anywhere. He tells me of this Dodge dealership, since I have a Dodge. He's like, there's a Dodge dealership, and he's like, it's like, less than 2 miles down the road. And he's like, I wouldn't drive there. I would, get it towed out to there. And I'm like, you guys don't have any way to tow? He's like, no, we don't have a tow truck. In my head, I'm like, you don't understand what I'm saying? This is your fault. You sold me the car without the key to get the thing off. Said if I was on the highway, and I got a flat tire, I wouldn't have been able to change my tire. You know what I'm saying? I know how to change a tire, but I couldn't because I have the key. And you sold me the car without it. And then you don't even have the key. So if I bring it in, if I so happen to be in your neighborhood and I bring it in to get it taken off to get my tire fixed, you can't help me. I was dumb mad. So I'm like, so I call, insurance company again. And I'm like, I explain the situation. And I said, I don't know what to do because, I've already used my tow or whatever. And the lady's like, she's like, oh, okay, give me 1 second. She's like, okay, so what's the, are you still at the address? And she says the address of, the dealership. And I said, yes. He said, and what's the address of the place that they told you would be able to help you? And I gave her that address. And she says, okay, and would it be just you in the tow truck? Would you be needing to ride, with the tow truck? Are you still at the location? I said, yeah, I'm at the location. Yes, I would be riding with the tow truck. She said, will it be any other parties going in with us? I said, no, just me. And I'm sitting there like, you asking me these questions. You didn't even tell me, do I got to come out my pocket with this? And she says at the end of it all, after she gathered all the information, and she said, well, we will be covering the second tow as well. And I'm like, yes, okay, so that's good. And she said, but if you need another tow, if you need to be towed, if they can't help you, for any reason you need to be towed again, that will be an out-of-pocket expense. And in my head, I'm like, I'm being driven further and further away from home. So this is going to be more expensive than it would have been if I needed to be towed from my original destination. And now I'm ending up this far away. It's going to be a much more expensive tow. I'm like, this sucks. So I call the place and I tell them, what happened and what I need. And the guy's like, yeah, we wouldn't be able to know if we have the key until we match it up. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, it's a possibility we don't have it. He was like, it's a 75% chance that we have the key. That 25% was like, that's a big 25%. When you need something and it's a 25% chance that they don't have it. And if they don't have it, you're going to be kind of stuck and have to spend more money just to later on have to spend more money because the problem isn't going to get fixed. Purple Defenso in the house. Miss you too, man. You ain't been here in a while. I haven't streamed in a few days. I was sick. I always get sick, man. I got kids. They germy. And I'm hands-on with my kids. Like I play with my kids. We run around. We fight. We do superhero stuff. So the little ones always get me sick, especially the youngest. He coughs in my face. He likes to, sit on my lap. We watch TV and stuff. He likes to climb on my bed in the morning when I don't have to work and my wife is gone. And he sleeps next to me and he faces me and he on my face. So yeah. I'm telling the story of what happened to me today. I had to be in 2 tow trucks because of a flat tire, and nobody could help me fix my flat tire because nobody had the key to take my rim off of the car. So I end up at this third place, this Dodge dealership. You know, first of all, I called them and he's telling me, 75% chance we have the key. And no, I haven't seen No Way Home. No spoilers, please. Because I want to see Eternals first. I haven't seen that, and I haven't got a chance to go to the movie theater, and still a bit skeptical about movie theaters, especially where I live. People not taking the COVID thing serious, even though it's still very serious. So yeah, I spoke to the guy. He's telling me 75% chance that he has the key to fix it. To take the rim off. So I'm like, all right. Now if you don't have it, is there a way that you can do it? Because they mentioned something about breaking off the thing or whatever. And he's like, yeah, there's a way we can do it. We can, break the thing off. He said, but we're taking a chance at breaking off also one of the studs on your car, and then you'll have to get that replaced. And I'm like, would you be able to replace it if you broke it? He said, yeah, but of course it's a fee. It's a cost, and he can't tell me the cost, to change it, because different cars, with different studs and different things, there's all these different factors that, jack up the price apparently, and I'm like, it's like, I'm just trying to find all my options. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what I can do. So I said, all right, I'm getting a tow truck. I'll be there. Get in that second tow truck. I go over there and drop it off. People looking at me funny because I'm just coming in a tow truck with a car and stuff. And I go explain to them inside. Like, I have to keep explaining this to different people. And the lady's like, I'm like, another one. I'm like, come on, yo. Why everybody being negative with me today? She's like, how come, you couldn't do this and that? I'm like, they didn't have the lock, the key, for the lock. And she's like, oh, not sure if we even have it. And this and this. She's like, she's telling me how much the tire would cost, because I'm like, if they can't do that, the guy said this, and then she was like, yeah, they can do that. They can get it off somehow, but we're gonna see if we have the key. A tire would be $100, and it was like only like about $190 or whatever. I'm like, I don't want to pay that much for one tire. I want to go somewhere else and see if I can get a better price. And if I can't, then somebody will have a similar price, and I'll just pay it because I need a tire. I gotta drive around. So I'm like, all right. She's like, okay, so just go in the waiting room and we'll let you know when it's done. I'm like, okay. Give her my keys, and I go in the waiting room, and a couple of hours later, me sitting there stressing out. Nobody said nothing. People coming in and going, in and out. People coming in and leaving. Their cars being done. They're closing up, and people are, workers are leaving, going home, saying, Happy New Year and stuff. And I'm like, what's going on here? And then I'm getting tireless. Like, I'm just like, come on, man, what's taking so long? But I don't stress. I don't go complain. So after the long wait, lady comes out and she says, yeah, comes to me. She points to me, says, you're ready. And she walks me out. She starts walking me outside. And she's like, your car's over here. We got the spare on. So I went with them just putting the spare on. Thank God I had a spare. And she's like, we didn't charge. She said, I didn't charge you because we took so long. I just couldn't charge you because, we took so long. I didn't want to charge you for it. So I said, okay, thank you. No charge. Got 2 free tows. Didn't get charged for that service. I gave the guy $20 the first tow truck. I was like, I'm not tipping the second one. I'm not gonna. But if I need a third one, I'm not gonna be tipping every tow truck that I gotta get in today. So, and the first guy was the nicer one. The other guy talked, but it was a little different. But I'm like, yeah, I don't wanna Yeah, I was like, I don't want to tip every tow truck driver today. But I got in my car, I'm like, man, they took so long that I got like 10 minutes to get back to Walmart to be in time to see if, they have the tire and they can do it now, because now the tire's off. They don't have to worry about that. And I had to drive slow because of the donut. I got a spare tire on it. It's just the donut spare. It's not a full spare. So I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. So I gotta wait till the morning. So I gotta go before I go to work. Hopefully, if I get up early enough, I'm gonna try and then go before work. I have to, yo. I have to, even no matter how tired I am. Exactly. It's not, though. It's not. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I have to look at that thing. It's supposed to be in the trunk with the... This is where they said that they usually put it, in the glove compartment when they get the cars. The dealership said that they take it and put it in the glove compartment. It wasn't in there. And we definitely didn't take it out. And sold you the Taurus without a spare. Exactly. Probably because they probably used the spare already, whoever owned it before that, and never put another spare in there. I forgot which car it was. I had got new tires, and I had got the spare tire changed, so that in case I flat out, I have a new spare. So when I got rid of the car, it had a full spare with a brand new tire on it. Well, not brand new, but still a used tire, but it was good. And I didn't drive on it. But so now I got to try to get up early to take my car in to get my tire changed. Hopefully that's a wham bam situation. Hopefully I don't have to get up too early, and then I'm not late for work. I thought about not going to work again tomorrow, just so that I can, be sure that I'm clear. But I think I'm clear. I may sound a little crazy still, but yeah, I think I'm fine. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. That's how I'm feeling segment, because I think it was a day, yo. It's been quite a few days actually, being sick with a sore throat, and then this happens. I'm like, come on, man. When I'm at home and I spend days at home, I feel so good, because guess what? I ain't spend no money. I feel good. First day I come out, I gotta spend some money. Granted, it was only $20 that I spent today, and that was because I tipped the guy, didn't have to. But I'm gonna have to spend $100-something tomorrow, regardless, on a tire, and that's not sitting right with me. Like, I don't want to, yo. I don't want that situation, yo. I don't want that scenario. But hey, it is what it is, yo. There's a big hole in the tire I got now. I can't. It was so big that the fix-a-flat, like the stuff to fix a flat, wouldn't work. If the fix-a-flat would have worked, I would have been able to drive it, put that in the tire and then drive it to one place and then find out they can't do it and then drive it to the other place myself without having to deal with the tow trucks. Even though the tow trucks were free, it was still risky, because the third tow, if I needed a third tow truck, it wasn't going to be free. But the fix-a-flat, would have worked. Then I would have been able to do that and not worry about it. But the fix-a-flat wasn't going to work. So, anyway, we're not going to stay on this segment, any longer. That was a long story. Let's level up. Hopefully that sounded better. And let's talk about what games we have played over the past week. Oh, I've played actually several games over the past week. Being sick, I didn't play a lot, but I played some. I did play city car driver simulator. is city car driving or city car driver, something like that. Simulator. Which was kind of like buggy garbage on my laptop. And when I got on the PC, it was started to do the same thing. But I found out it was a setting that I had to fix. So I could have played it before. But it's still running better now. And I can have the graphics at high settings. So I did that. And that was frustrating. Fun. Because it's unforgiving. Because I was doing the practice, you know, I'm trying to do the career thing, you know, whatever its career mode is. And you got to do all the different driving techniques like the parking, the U-turns and all that. But if you even slightly get on the white line, it says that you got the right line, you failed, you got to start over. And I'm in the steering, like I'm in my gaming wheel seat. So like I'm having to like lean really far to get to my keyboard and mouse to go, you know, go back and stuff. So I had little Spidey coming in here and doing it for me, which took forever because his hand-eye coordination isn't like, you know, with the mouse. It's, you know, he hasn't used it like that before. So I had to do that. And I was getting the hang of it, but I kept messing up, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna be sitting here frustrated. I can't be talking this much, and I can't be getting frustrated and complaining and stuff. Because my throat was still hurting a little bit at the time, so I'm like, I can't. So I ended up turning it off. I played some Among Us. I played Grand Theft Auto 3. I played Grand Theft Auto Online. Let's see, what else did I play? Some Genshin Impact. Yeah, Ron, you played Genshin Impact, you played Skyrim and Fallout. Oh, you tried Godfall? You said, but it's not the game? It's a mode where like you're like super powered up and stuff. I wish it was like the game, you know. So maybe I should have bought the game on when it was on sale. But I haven't tried it yet, so maybe it'll be enough for the fix that I wanted. I wanted to play the game to see how it looked and stuff. So maybe it'll be enough. It'll you know, scratch that itch. It says for those who are already leveled up. Well, it says, you know, if you know, this is your first time playing the game and all your friends are all leveled up, you know, you don't have to wait. You come already leveled up with this edition. That's what it says. So, but yeah. Purple Defense, are you still there? Playing any games? Any 2K lately? I don't know if you're still there. I know Halira isn't here. I don't see her chat. She didn't say hello. So. Said it wouldn't let you play anything though? Yeah. Yeah, it's I think it's just like a mode. Is it like a PvP mode or something? I'm sorry that you have to see that. Hey, when it comes up, I gotta get it out. I apologize. But yeah, I ain't gonna stress on that. You know, maybe it'll be enough of a fix for me. That I won't have to spend any more money because, you know, next year is here in just a few days, and then some bangers are gonna start coming. I gotta hurry up and finish these games I already have. Backlog gotta get done. I might have to pause on the Silent Hill and do straight backlog. Just be backlog. For real. Though I want to get through the Silent Hill series, yo. I enjoy it. I've been enjoying it. I just didn't get to play Friday, yo. I was like, I couldn't talk. My throat was killing me. So. But anyway, we're going to get into our stories for today. And I have quite a few stories. I don't actually recall how many stories I have, but I have quite a few. And let's get rid of this. And let's talk about our first story. First story today is about the PlayStation Plus free games for January 2022, which is coming up next week. They will be available. because it's usually like the first Tuesday or something of the week of the year of the month. I mean, it will be the first Tuesday of the year. Yep, January 4th. Oh wait, yep, January 4th. I read that wrong and then read it right. We now PlayStation Plus leaker Deal Labs user Bill Bilkun has turned up just in time for the holiday season to reveal that what he's heard will be the PlayStation Plus games for next month. I'm sorry, I'm a little itchy. According to the latest rumor, the 3 PS Plus titles for January 22 are Deep Rock Galactic for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, as well as Persona 5 Strikers and Dirt 5 for PlayStation 4. We already knew Deep Rock Galactic was coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 in January, but we hadn't seen a specific release date until now. If the rumor is indeed true, the game will be releasing on PlayStation consoles on January 4th. The co-op first-person shooter sends up to 4 players into procedurally generated mines in search of valuable resources, but the space dwarves need to take out plenty of enemies along the way. This game was supposedly be the day one release in this month's lineup, making good on Sony's promise to keep adding these new titles to the list. Now, space dwarves, I don't know. I don't know about the space dwarf stuff. But Persona 5 Strikers and Dirt 5 were both released fairly recently. Dirt 5 hit its first anniversary last month, while Persona 5 Strikers was only released in February. With the mix of genres, there's a chance that most gamers will find something for them if the rumor does turn out to be correct. Bill Bilkun has been correct in his predictions for the last 5 months, so it seems unlikely he'll be wrong this time. However, take this with a pinch of salt, they're saying pinch now, until Sony confirms the official lineup. That would normally be on December 29th. But due to the holiday season, this could be subject to change. In the meantime, Godfall Challenger Edition, Mortal Shell, and Lego DC Supervillains are the current PlayStation Plus titles, available to download until January 3rd, 2022. The 3 bonus PSVR titles from November, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, The Persistence, and Until You Fall, will also only be available until January 3rd. Once claimed, all the games will remain in your library as long as you remain a PlayStation Plus subscriber. We know that. So, yeah. This is what that looks like. I don't see any like gameplay, so I gotta see how the game looks. But I think I've seen some of this. It's free. I'll check it out. You know, eventually. Backlog. Sorry. Next story. There's a nifty app that lets you test DualSense's trigger effects. If you ever wanted to test all of the DualSense's trigger effects without the need to boot up a video game, there's an app available for the iPhone and iPad that allows you to do just that. Why is it just for iPhone and iPad? That's the Xbox of phones. It's garbage, but people seem to think that it's some sort of a great thing, but you know, Samsung's the Sony of it, same SS, so much better. Spotted by folks over at IGN, the PS5 controller trigger test, app designed by one 20-year-old Rehab Mehboob, allows users to mess around with the triggers to experience the full extent of all its effects. For instance, you can adjust amplitude and frequency of the vibration and the resistive strength feedback you receive when using weapons in a game. I've always wanted to test and mess around with the different DualSense trigger effects, he told IGN, but not many games use it, and when they do, it's not customizable. The app is also very easy to use. All you have to do is connect your DualSense to your mobile device and you're good to go. The only caveat is that it will cost you $1.99, but it's certainly worth it. Here's what you can expect for your buck. Your $2 actually. Simple and beautiful user interface. Test all types of effects with all possible values. Change each trigger separately. Change the controller's light and monitor the battery. Small haptic feedback when interacting, improving the overall experience. Voiceover support and 3D touch. Pretty sweet, eh? Mehboob is actively looking for feedback and suggestions and happy to answer any questions over on Twitter, so make sure to give him a shout. How about send it on Android, fool? Next story. For Samsung devices, not just when people think of Android, they're like, oh, Android suck, they take bad pictures. I'm like, because you probably saw like a Lex Tech phone, some weird off-brand company phone that was run by Android, and you're like, oh, Androids suck, Androids are terrible. How about you get a Samsung, y'all? Best phones on the market. So let's next story is Uncharted Movies' new trailer looks pretty good, and yes, it features Sully's mustache. I need to see this trailer then, because I want to see if they're going to, give an authentic Sully, because so far all we see is Mark Wahlberg. I don't care what anybody says. Tom Holland is doing a good job being Nathan Drake. He's young Nathan. He's supposed to be young Nate, and that's good for the longevity of the franchise. You don't want some old guy getting really old in 4 years when they got to do a sequel, and he looking real crazy, and then you have to reboot it and get a new guy who's younger. No, you get Tom Holland, and Tom Holland in 4 years will look a little older, but he'll still look young. So win-win. Mark Sully Wahlberg's mustache has spurred numerous headlines since the Uncharted movie's second trailer went live yesterday. But we're here to point out that the rest of the trailer actually looks pretty promising too. It kind of feels surreal saying that Sony Pictures Entertainment released a new trailer for Uncharted, which many of us thought would never see the light of day. Eons in the making, the movie went through numerous production challenges and staffing changes, but rest assured, Nathan Drake actor Tom Holland doesn't seem to be in the mood for a rest, and the movie looks well on track for its February 18th, 2022 release date. Nice, that's coming up. That's after my trip to Chicago. I won't watch the trailer because I don't want that smoke. Unfortunately, I won't be watching the trailer. Uncharted revolves around a young Nathan Drake teaming up with Victor Sullivan to recover 500-year-old treasure. The quest takes the duo on a world tour, but unfortunately for them, a powerful dude named Moncada, played by the talented Antonio Banderas, thinks he's the rightful heir and tries to take Drake and Sullivan down. An official overview reads, street smart thief Nathan Drake, Tom Holland, is recruited by seasoned treasure hunter Victor Sully Sullivan, Mark Wahlberg, to recover a fortune lost by Ferdinand Magellan 500 years ago. What starts as a heist job for the duo becomes a globe-trotting, white-knuckle race to reach the prize before the ruthless Moncada, Antonio Banderas, who believes he and his family are the rightful heirs. If Nate and Sully can decipher the clues and solve one of the world's oldest mysteries, they stand to find $5 billion in treasure and perhaps even Nate's long-lost brother. But only if they can learn to work together. Uncharted's executive producers include Naughty Dog's Neil Druckmann and Evan Wells. That's good that the people behind the games are working with this movie, because then it's gonna be authentic. So chill out, people. Tom Holland is a great actor. Let's just let it be what it is, man. It's gonna be good, I'm telling you. I know Sully needs to look more like Sully. I'm tired of him just looking like Mark Wahlberg. But I need to see this trailer, so I will look at it later, after the stream. But, Uncharted Movies close, y'all. Let's go. Next story, we'll keep it with the movies, because Ghost of Tsushima movie director Chad Stahelski wants to do it right. Ghost of Tsushima live-action movie adaptation director Chad Stahelski, however you say it, says that the production team is focused on doing it right, referencing other poorly received adaptations of video game franchises. We're not gonna get into that. There's a lot of them. Stahelski states that they are working closely with the game developers to stick to what's great about Ghost of Tsushima. Stahelski appeared in an exclusive interview appeared in an exclusive interview. What? Did that need to be said as redundant? On the red carpet on release day of The Matrix Resurrections. During the interview, Stahelski revealed that the studio was currently working on the movie script. When asked if Daisuke Tsuji, the actor who played Jin in Ghost of Tsushima, would reprise his role in the movie, the director stated that it wasn't exactly set in stone. He should, though. That would make it authentic. Get him to... Come on, why not? You gotta get him. You get him? Like, that's... Like, he's the... What? You have a golden opportunity because an actor played the character in the game. You can get that same actor and have that same energy. You know? People wanted to do this. Like, they wanted Nathan Fillion, or Fillion, I don't know how to say it. I have to read his last name again. The guy who is the character design. They got this character design for Nathan Drake from him. I think he does the voice as well. I'm trying to think, does he do the voice? I believe he does. They wanted him to be Nathan Drake, but I don't think he has that caliber of acting in him, you know, for such a blockbuster film. I'm sorry to say, it just doesn't feel like it. Sorry, shots taken. PlayStation. Anyway, movie adaptations of video games aren't always a recipe for success. Numerous examples over the years have proven that translating the source material to the silver screen can be quite the task. However, Stahelski believes that with proper care and the cooperation of the devs at Sucker Punch, it's definitely possible. You know how video game adaptations can go, so we're taking our time and doing it right. Do our time, do it right, we can do. We're working very closely with the game developers to make sure we stick to what's great about it, which is good. Just don't say that and then the game is like, this is nothing like the movie's like, this is nothing like the game. Chad Stahelski is a prominent director and has previously directed the John Wick series of movies. He also served as Keanu Reeves' stunt double in The Matrix, as well as stunt coordinator on other Matrix movies and 300. Oh, wow. Excuse me. That's crazy. He's a director and a stunt double. That's... I need to do this real quick, though. Because I just mentioned something... No, wait, no, not that. Our next story is we got a little teaser trailer for John Wick Chapter 4. And I was mad hype. When does it say it's coming out? Let's look, there's a Wikipedia. March 24th, 2023. Originally set for release on May 21st, 2021. Wow. We would have been had it already. And I figured the reason why Keanu Reeves kept his John Wick look for the Matrix movie was because he was probably simultaneously doing stuff for John Wick. Because I'm looking at all the commercials and stuff for the Matrix and stuff. I'm like, he still got the John Wick look. So then when I see the trailer for John Wick 4, I'm like, oh, word. And it was like, I was like, yo, I'm so glad, yo, they're doing another one. I'm still waiting for an Equalizer Part 3. But yeah, that's awesome. Speaking of the Matrix and movies and directors and people in video games, Guillermo del Toro said Silent Hill reference at TGA was just another jab at Konami. Still won't be working on games. I know. That to me was very sad. I was very sad, and I was wondering, is that just a deflection, or is he, is that how he really feels? Like, is he really not gonna work on any more games and stuff? So we don't know. I'm gonna keep hope alive. I mean, he doesn't have to be involved. He doesn't. When prominent horror director Guillermo del Toro mentioned Silent Hill during the Game Awards 2021, many fans speculated that, like me, that it was teasing involvement with an upcoming title in the franchise. However, del Toro has clarified that it was simply a jab at Konami. Furthermore, he reiterated previous statements that he is no longer considering working on video games after the cancellation of Hideo Kojima's Silent Hills game. In an interview with the Happy Sad Confused podcast, the director stated that the comment was only to tickle the ribs of Konami, the current owners of the Silent Hill IP. Additionally, del Toro lamented that he still doesn't quite understand why the company decided to can the project after the release of the PT demo. It's just one of those things in my life that makes no sense. I kind of just wanted to tickle the ribs of Konami because I don't understand. That was so perfect. What we were going to do was so enthralling. It's no wonder Guillermo del Toro feels this way, as the proposed Silent Hill title sounds like a horror fanatic's dream come true. It would have brought together game designer Hideo Kojima, director del Toro, horror manga author Junji Ito, and Death Stranding actor Norman Reedus. Unfortunately, that dream never came to fruition as Kojima left Konami back in 2015. This has been something of a sore spot for del Toro, who later called out Konami for the cancellation on more than one occasion. So yeah. But you see, this is a thing that keeps me feeling like I don't know if I want to take what he's saying, in a literal sense. I feel like there's something else to it. I'm sorry, my beard is like really itchy. My skin is, I don't know. My skin is so dry and itchy right now. It's like peeling here. I need to take a good shower and then lotion up. Like, I need to exfoliate my skin and then lotion it up so that the moisturizers go deep into my skin. My skin is like, I get dry, itchy skin like all the time when the weather's like too cold or too hot. It's annoying. And I got these patches. I look like leopard spots. Sometimes they're light spots, sometimes they're dark spots. They're definitely itchy, dry spots. So my skin annoys me. I don't know if I'm like something in here is making me itch. I'm allergic to something in here. I don't know. But it's annoying. Anyway, one thing that jumps out, because even though he's saying he won't work on games after the cancellation of Silent Hill, he worked on Death Stranding. He's involved with all that Death Stranding stuff, even the director's cut and all that. So that's why it starts making me feel like, maybe I won't believe everything he said. Maybe he's just, he's trying to calm people down so they don't suspect anything before a reveal, I don't know. We're on a roller coaster ride with this whole situation. And all it's going to take is for Abandoned to be an actual game called, whatever it is, and not Silent Hill, for part of that roller coaster to end. But we're still wondering, some other stuff. But I got a story that's next that I haven't read. I just saw the title of it, so I added it and put it next to this. That may answer some questions. I don't know. Because even if Blue Box Game Studios ends up being a indie dev, which nobody believes they are, yo. I saw this video that was so crazy, talking about all the things that, like, they broke it down. So, you have to watch the video. I don't have the link for it. I'm sorry, maybe, but you just Google it. Just go on YouTube and type in Blue Box Game Studios. And there's this guy, I forget his name, I forget the usual of his name, but you don't see him. He narrates the whole video, and yo, he shows every he goes back into their history and their posts and stuff, and he's connecting some dots, and he's letting you know that these people they're either really bad at teasing games and never dropping them, or dropping some fake garbage, you know, like they're this big like fake company that just wants a bunch of attention and never delivers on anything. Or the reason why they're this company that, you know, makes all these fake things and never delivers on anything is because they're just there to assist with another big project and build up hype for something that's not what they're saying it is, you know. And it was an incredible video. But yeah, I don't know about this Del Toro thing. I don't know how much of it is true, because he worked on Death Stranding. He said he didn't want to work on video games after PT and Silent Hills was canceled, but he worked on Death Stranding, so we'll see. Next story. This is the story I'm talking about. Hideo Kojima teases 2 new game projects, a big title, and a new challenge. In his end of the year message for fans, creator Hideo Kojima teased 2 new video game projects, one of which is a big title and the other has been described as a new challenge. Kojima made his comments in Famitsu's annual year-end feature that interviews Japanese developers and quizzes them about their plans for the upcoming year. He said, "As the boundaries of entertainment disappear in the near future, I'd like to make this a year that we take a step forward into challenging different mediums and expressions." Kojima has been long rumored to be working on a new Silent Hill game despite his high-profile fallout with Konami. He has reportedly denied the rumors, but many insiders and journalists have corroborated hearing similar reports, so the status of Silent Hill is still a big question mark. Biggest roller coaster of our life right now. Earlier this month, Kojima said that his company, Kojima Productions, is actively hiring for a variety of roles with the aim of creating original and outrageous AAA titles. Some of the advertised job descriptions talk about making high-end projects, so while we don't know what Kojima is up to, it's definitely something big. Elsewhere in Famitsu's set of interviews, Atlas teased an announcement for 2022. The staff are working hard on development to make something that'll be interesting and satisfying for everyone, says Shinjiro Takada. With Shin Megami Tensei 5 finally released, we are taking a breath of relief, although we hope to announce something this year too, so please stay tuned. I don't know. Kojima got 2 new video game projects. One is a big title, the other one is a new challenge. So, a big title. This, you know, it doesn't answer any questions and it doesn't dispel any rumors. So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. One thing we do know is that a PlayStation event before the year ends is not occurring, because the year ends on Saturday, and they're not going to do, you know, a PlayStation event tomorrow. Will be the normal day that they would do it on Thursday. So it is what it is. I guess we'll wait till next year to find out what big plans for PlayStation has for the future. On to the next. This says Elden Ring will be around 45 gigabytes on PS5 without a day one patch. Preload begins February 23rd. Oh, around the end of February. Twitter user PlayStation Game Size, who extracts data from the PlayStation Network service, has found a new entry for From Software's Elden Ring, in the back end. The title, which will launch on February 25th, 2022, is expected to be around 45 gigabytes without a day one patch. Those hurts. With preload starting on February 23rd, you'll have ample time to download Elden Ring in time for launch, unless your internet speed sucks, in which case you should probably buy the disc. Which honestly doesn't matter because you still gotta load up, you know. I don't know. I don't get it. You still need to load up the game. Like, it says Elden Ring PS5, download size 44.472 gigabytes without day one patch. Preload February 10th. Yes, we see that. What about the other consoles? Author George R.R. Martin, who crafted the world of Elden Ring, recently penned a blog stating that the game looks incredible. On the PlayStation 5, it'll support up to 3840 by 2160p, 60 frames per second, HDR and ray tracing via patch. We're not sure if this will be a day one patch or post-release patch, but we'll make sure to update our readers when we find out. Elden Ring will send players on a quest to become the Elden Lord after the titular ring gets destroyed and the lands between loses the ring. The lands between loses the ring's grace. Players must restore the ring, the shards of which are in possession of demigods, empowering them in all the wrong ways for all the wrong reasons. If you want to read a fancy version of this story, here's an official synopsis. Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring, known as the Great Runes, and the mad taint of their newfound strength triggered a war, the Shattering. A war that meant abandonment by the greater will. Abandoned. And now the guidance of grace will be brought to the tarnished who were spurned by the grace of gold and exiled from the lands between. Ye dead who yet live, your grace long lost, follow the path to the lands beyond the foggy sea to stand before the Elden Ring. Sorry. And become the Elden Lord. That is the synopsis of Elden Ring. The game does look crazy. So, February 23rd. Game comes out the 25th. I don't know if well, we'll see. I think I have enough time. I'm gonna buy it. I'm definitely gonna buy it. I guess I'll get a day one. There's some stuff I gotta play first, y'all. So I don't know. Backlog might, I might start doing more backlog off stream and stop waiting for my stream. What else I'm thinking is that I don't have to finish every game. Not everyone, but we'll see. I'll figure it out. Next story. God of War Ragnarok. That God of War Ragnarok release date found in the PSN database is probably a placeholder. Twitter user PlayStation Game Size, who is known for extracting data from PlayStation Network servers, has found a release date entry for the highly anticipated God of War Ragnarok. The game is listed for release on September 30th, 2022, and while we understand all the excitement, this looks an awful lot like a placeholder. We say it's a placeholder because September 30th is not only the last day of the month, it's also the end of the third financial quarter. However, this could mean that Sony is eyeing a Q3 2022 release window for Santa Monica Studios' tentpole. Additionally, September 30th is a Friday, and a lot of AAA franchises have recently switched from Tuesday to Friday launches. Nevertheless, it's unlikely we're going to get a release date announcement anytime soon. Yeah, it could be just a placeholder, but it might not. In development for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, God of War Ragnarok was delayed due to challenges stemming from COVID-19, but Kratos voice actor Christopher Judge took part of the blame. Judge revealed that he had trouble walking in August of 2019, due to which he needed immediate surgery. Santa Monica Studio paused development to give Judge time for rehabilitation. To the beloved fandom, Ragnarok was delayed because of me, Judge tweeted back in September. August 2019, I couldn't walk. Had to have back surgery, both hips replaced, and knee surgery. They waited for me to rehab. Wrong word, wrong use of two. Could be the writer's mistake. Who knows? We'll inform our readers if there are any updates regarding this leak. It could be a placeholder. It might be the release date. Nonetheless, next year we get God of War Ragnarok, and I don't want it early. I need it to be a little later in the year, so I can get things done first, you know? And it's my plan, as you can see, if you can't tell, hold on, to be as Kratos-like as I possibly can, you know? If you can't tell. Boy, if my voice stayed like this, it would be perfect. Well, it would be perfect. Boy, grab the hammer. You don't kill for your dinner. You don't eat dinner. I can be Kratos. His voice is deeper than mine, but I still am going for the Kratos look. Do some Kratos cosplay. But I gotta get more of an awesome dad bod than I have now. I need a Kratos dad bod. I gotta get my Kratos dad bod on. And I think I can make that his that get up he got on right there. I think I can make that cosplay. Yeah. I shaved my head bald. I didn't shave it today. This is that I've been sick for the past few days, so the little hair is gonna grow back. But I'll shave it. And then, with doing Kratos, you have to put on makeup anyway. It'll cover it. I'm telling you. I'm gonna do my Kratos. I'm gonna come live on stream, cosplaying as Kratos to play God of War Ragnarok. Hopefully I can get it right by then. That's my goal. My goal was to be right by the summer. So I wanted to get right by my birthday, but it's gonna be freezing cold in Chicago anyway. So I ain't gonna be taking no pictures in the pool. But I'm gonna try to get a little have a little bit of a progress made by my birthday. So we shall see. Excuse me. Next story. Final Fantasy 16 development hits delays due to the pandemic. Next big reveal coming spring 2022. See, people, take COVID-19 serious, yo. All these companies, major companies who want to do big things, who are losing money and opportunity because of the pandemic, they're not making it up. You don't think they want to have this game out sooner than later? But no, it's being delayed. Just like God of War was delayed. Things happen, y'all, because COVID is holding things up. So, treat it serious, y'all. Be safe out there. Stop being around all your family members with no mask. Some of them people, man, they be doing nasty stuff. I'm telling you, gotta be careful. Final Fantasy 16 producer Naoki Yoshida has penned a letter to fans apologizing for the lack of updates that were promised by the end of 2021. Unfortunately, the game's development has been delayed by nearly 6 months due to the pandemic. As a result, why is my mic sound? Wait, which angle am I supposed to have my mic? It's supposed to be on this side. Hold on. I don't know why it sounds better on this side, but it does. So I want Mike's eyes to be seen still. Excuse me. This is why I might not want to work tomorrow. According to Yoshida, as Final Fantasy XVI's development progressed, it understandably amassed a sizable and globally dispersed development team comprised of both internal and external partners. In order to minimize the effects of the ongoing pandemic, Square Enix decentralized the game's workforce, which resulted in communication issues and missed deadlines. That sucks. The good news is that Square Enix seems to have established a modus operandi around the pandemic, which Yoshida believes will minimize any negative impact next year. The team's focus now revolves around increasing graphic resource quality, refining combat mechanics, fleshing out individual battles, putting the finishing touches on cutscenes, and conducting overall graphical optimization. I am happy to announce the current plan is to conduct our next big reveal in spring of 2022, as we seek to build excitement leading up to the game's eventual release, Yoshida wrote. I deeply apologize to all those who have been looking forward to learning more about Final Fantasy XVI. That is 16, right? I am reading that, right? And I thank you for your continued patience. While we focus our combined efforts on development, you can read the letter in its entirety below. I won't read that. You can read it all on your own on Final Fantasy XVI's Twitter. You guys can read it. So yeah, the COVID pandemic, man, is messing things up, man. So take it serious, man. Take it serious. Next story. I had to talk about this one because it's a scary game, and I'm trying to get Halira to play some scary games. We're gonna play some scary games together on the stream. She's scared to play stuff like that by herself. I got your back. It's gonna be fun. You guys are gonna love it because she's gonna scream and it's gonna be funny. Anyway, fight against the supernatural in unique horror game Phobia St. Dymphna Hotel. Dymphna. Too many N's there, guys. Out in 2022. Ooh. Developer Pulsatrix Studios and publisher Maximum Games have announced that their unique single-player horror game Phobia St. Dymphna Hotel will release in 2022 for the PlayStation 5 and 4 and the Xbox and PC. Phobia St. Dymphna Hotel will put players in the shoes of a rookie journalist named Roberto, who is sent on an investigation that uncovers something much darker and sinister than he imagined. Roberto finds himself fighting the supernatural in an attempt to uncover the truth. The game features puzzles and mysteries, and players will use their in-game camera to look for clues. Explore different worlds where time collides in past, present, and future scenarios full of puzzles, mysteries, and conspiracies. Use your camera to uncover a series of clues, navigate events through time, and defend yourself against monstrous creatures that stalk the hotel corridors. Unfolding from within the lush surroundings of a luxury hotel, Phobia St. Dymphna Hotel pulls players into an immersive story filled with surprising twists and unexpected moments. What starts out as an investigation of an iconic hotel soon descends into a fight for survival and for the truth. The hotel is no longer the same. The mysteries are no longer the same. And perhaps you and the world itself are no longer the same. Phobia St. Dymphna Hotel, coming soon. If this doesn't sound unique enough, check out a trailer below or simply download the demo via Steam on your PC and give it a try. Ooh, there's a demo on Steam. I'm going to try the demo. I'm going to try it. I gotta see if Hollow played it. He probably played it. Maybe I gotta check that out. I still got a bunch of stuff I need to try. It's the backlog. I added all these stuff to. They're little small demos and stuff. I add them to the backlog and I need to play them. I need to stop playing and play them. And to stop playing around and play around. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Roberto is the name of the character. I like to say anything we roll in the tongue. Next story. Deviation Games' groundbreaking AAA new IP will begin production next year. With the year drawing to close, now is the time for studio to look back on the year gone by and look ahead to the future. New studio Deviation Games, who have partnered with Sony to develop their first title, is no different, as they've revealed their 2022 plans. A groundbreaking AAA new IP will begin production next year after several months in the pre-production stage. Deviation CCO Jason Blundell explained what the studio was up to in a message to the community video. Throughout the last 12 to 18 months, the studio's new title has been in pre-production, and they've been doing a lot of foundational work. According to Blundell, when making a game of this kind of ambition and scope, this involves thinking about your platform, thinking about your key hooks of your game, building your narrative, building your tech innovations, right? Build them right. What are you doing to set the industry on fire? What are you doing to get people excited? What are you doing differently? Not Fortnite-ing it up. Don't do that. What are you doing differently? What are you doing to get people excited? Tech innovations. Set the industry on fire. The one way they can set the industry on fire is to have a bonfire where they burn Fortnite. Just burn it. Get it out of here. We don't want it anymore, please. Specific details on the game are still to be revealed. We have no idea of its genre or anything like that. However, the team has been thinking about the game's visual style, and they don't want it to follow any of the current. Yeah, we read this before. So this is kind of an update. So yeah. They got a AAA title. New collaboration with PlayStation Games and with PlayStation Studios. So it's going to be awesome. That's all you know. It's going to be awesome. It's ambitious, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be crazy. They said groundbreak. I'm telling you, it's probably going to be something crazy. So we're going to look out for that. Next story. Call of Duty dev Treyarch breaks silence on Activision Blizzard allegations. Says there is no room for misconduct. Call of Duty, I said duty, developer Treyarch Studios has finally broken the silence on the ongoing Activision Blizzard allegations, which have spurred high-profile lawsuits and departures, stating that it has no room for any kind of workplace misconduct. Worth pointing out that the harrowing allegations that surfaced earlier this year and continue to come up cover the entire company and includes allegations against Treyarch's own management as well. However, individual studios have refrained from commenting on the fiasco thus far, with official statements mostly coming through CEO Bobby Kotick's PR machine. He needs to be out of there. Why is he CEO still? In a statement released on Twitter, Treyarch said that all it wants to do is make video games for people to enjoy and will not tolerate sexism, harassment, racism, bigotry, discrimination, or bullying of any kind. Going forward, the developer will endeavor to create an inclusive, safe, and healthy environment for its employees. The full statement reads, "Our goal as a studio is to make awesome games for the world to enjoy. Having the privilege to pursue the endeavor is made possible because of Treyarch's people. We are a studio comprised of smart, talented, world-class creative professionals who seek to perform at our best. Our culture has no room for sexism, harassment, racism, bigotry, discrimination, or bullying. As we move forward, providing a safe, diverse, inclusive working environment so that all may thrive will be our highest priority. Everyone at Treyarch is drawn to game development because we possess a deep love for the artistry of video games and the magic that can create moments that matter." Then why do you keep making Call of Duty? "This is a moment that matters, and it starts by being better." Be better. Stop making Call of Duty. Do something else. So yeah, that's good that they're, that they say that. But, let's see some things happen to crack down on this nonsense stuff that's happening. But it also doesn't mean, pushing agendas. Don't push agendas. Make everybody feel safe and comfortable and make a work environment for everyone. Everyone. When I say everyone, I'm telling you, I'm a Christian. I feel so left out nowadays. I feel like I'm being cast out, which, you know, is what it is whatever. It's not gonna stop me from, you know, from my faith and my beliefs. But, you know, if you really want to be inclusive, then stop pushing agendas, because pushing it in is pushing something out. You can't have one and the other, you know. You can't say it's all inclusive, but I can't feel how I feel, and you don't respect my beliefs and my faith, you know, because of my faith, I believe certain things, I feel certain ways about things. You want me to not feel that way, so you don't care about my faith. You want to push it out, so you're not including me. So I need that to change. All right, so how about you guys sip on that one? Because I treat everybody the same, as equal people. You know, I don't have to believe what you believe. I don't have to agree with your lifestyle choices. I don't have to agree with what you think and how you feel, how you want to live your life. I don't. My faith, you know, is against a lot of these things that are going on, and the way people are living, and, you know, all this stuff going on in this world. But I don't treat any of those people any different. I treat them just the same. So I want that same energy back, you know? I respect yours, respect mine. So I'm not out here pushing mine on people, you know? I don't get mad at people who, you know, who act, you know, different, or say things about my faith. You know, I'm just mad that they believe that they feel that way, you know. And I'm trying to get, you know, people to feel a little different, you know. But that's my job. It's, you know, part of my faith. But, you know, to each his own. That's your journey. This is my journey. So, certain things that are personal, though, like leave your personal stuff personal. Don't push your personal stuff on me. I don't want to know your personal stuff. I don't care about your personal stuff. You know. And there's so much that can come with it. But we're not going to get into that conversation today. I just needed to say that. I'm out of here. On to the next story. This is a sad one. NFL coach and commentator John Madden has passed away. NFL coach and commentator John Madden has passed away. The popular football figure helped start the popular Madden NFL video game series with Electronic Arts. He was 85 years old. Before his involvement in the Madden series of games, Madden was the head coach for the Oakland Raiders. After taking the team to and winning the Super Bowl in 1976, 6 years before I was born, the coach became a prominent broadcaster for various sports channels because of his voice, yo. Then, in the late 1980s, Electronic Arts approached Madden to use his name on a new football video game series. That video game became John Madden Football, releasing in 1988 for the MS-DOS. That's old. EA later rebranded the series to Madden NFL in 1994. Excuse me, sorry. The series has sold millions of copies over its several decade-long run and is the only officially licensed game of the National Football League. Wasn't always. Though Madden hasn't been part of the game's development for quite some time, the series has continued to be a mainstay in the sports video game sphere. Back in 2020, Madden 21 became the best-selling game of August. And while the series hasn't seen much change in the past decade, it still serves as one of EA's best-selling titles. So much so that EA has renewed its licensing deal with the NFL until 2026. Yes, but it's got, you know, yeah. So, prayers up to the Madden family, all his family, his friends, you know, the people who care for him, who knew him, and all fans of this game series. It's a sad one, you know. When somebody dies, it's always sad. because, you know, somebody's hurting. I don't like people hurting. Yeah. But, you know, his voice is the reason why he got so big, man. Like, John Madden, his voice was like, he called a game, and like, you can hear like different sportscasters, you're like, you know, they can't really get you hyped for the game. Like John Madden, though, his voice was like perfect. Like for football. It had to be football. Just like what's his name? Marv Albert for basketball, yo. You know. There's certain guys, like their voice is like perfect for the sport, you know. I don't think it would have been the same if they, you know, was sportscasters for a different sport. But, you know. Sad news. All right, and our last story of the day isn't really a story, but it's more like a look back at the games of 2021. I wanted to talk about these games because I want to give you what I think is the best game that I've played so far this year. And I don't have to get off this page that you see here to do that, but we're going to go down this list because I would love to see all the titles that are on this list. I want to see what this is because I know it's supposed to be all the games that came out. All right. No. Oh, there we go. Oops. I'm like pressing all kinds of stuff over here. Hold up. Sorry. So yeah, Halo Infinite. Barf Felicious. Garbage, trash. But we're not rating all the games. We're just gonna name them. Resident Evil Village. I need to buy that and need to play it. Hopefully by the time I'm ready, it's on a nice sale. Deathloop. I want to play it because I want to see what all the hype is about. I was interested in it when I first saw it, but then I lost interest in it. You know, but you know. Anyway, Hitman 3. I need to finish 2 before I play 3. So, backlog. It Takes Two. Speaking of 2. This game I want to play because the first game that these guys made, who made, you know, the developers of this game, which is Game of the Year. The first game, A Way Out, I believe. It was very fun. Me and Blue Dev played it. Very cool game. And this is another one of those kind of games, but it's more, you know, cartoony. It went in a different direction. You know, but they said it's a really good game, so I don't know. I want to try it out. Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart. I need to finish this game. I haven't finished it, not because I didn't love it. I think this is probably the best game that came out this year. Straight up. I'm just saying that. This is the best game that came out this year. This game is crazy. It is super fun. So, Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart. Psychonauts 2, never played it. Never played the first one either. Returnal, second best game of the year. Very underrated. Hardest game you'll ever play. Very difficult. Will frustrate you. You will throw your controller. Some people have said that they almost threw their console. I said, you're crazy, but I get it. This game is freaking hard. Like, this game is super hard. So, but I love it. Like, it's super fun to play, and it's mad different. Metroid Dread. We have a Switch, but I don't play it. So, you know, game might be fun. Forza Horizon 5, barf. Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter was fun when I played it before it released. We played it at Comic-Con. And, excuse me. Yeah, I had fun playing it, but I don't know if I could get into it like that. So, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I need to get this. This is another one on the list that I need to buy. So hopefully when I'm ready, I will be it will be on sale and I will be, you know, getting it at a nice good price. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I have the Mass Effect games on PS3. I think I have the discs for PS3. So I don't know if I would. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I never really got into Mass Effect, but maybe I needed to try it. I didn't really try it. Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, same thing. Death's Door. I don't really know too much about this game. Life is Strange True Colors. Awesome game. I never played it, but I watched Hollow play it. Really great story. Really great story. I love games like this, with the way you with the choices, and your choices have consequences. They change the story, they affect the story, and you gotta click on things, and you got these, how those games go, like Heavy Rain and stuff like that, and The Walking Dead, Telltale Walking Dead and stuff. Games like that, fun. Inscription, never heard of it. Loop Hero, never heard of it. Why is it written like Guitar Hero? That should be a copyright issue. Chicory, A Colorful Tale, I don't know. Wildermyth, I don't know. The Forgotten City, I don't know. Valheim, and Far Cry 6 looks fun. I just wish that they did better with the characters. They're still not too human, like they are looking a lot better, but they still don't, they don't have, like, it's not like that Unreal Engine tech demo. Like, it's not like how Naughty Dog makes their characters look. It doesn't look authentically real. They look very realistic with the graphics and the textures and stuff, but the way they talk and the way they move is still kind of robotic, so they need to step that up. Tales of Arise, Scarlet Nexus, Back for Blood, Knockout City, some new Pokemon Snap, Age of Empires 4, Unpacking. I think I heard that game. Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, I need to play it. I have it. This one I do have, so I do need to play it. Little Nightmares 2, Guilty Gear Strive, Shin Megami Tensei 5, The Medium, Chivalry 2, Battlefield 2042. That game had so much promise and they messed up. It had such potential and they messed up. How you don't have a campaign? Come on, yo. Final Fantasy 14, right? That's 14. Endwalker, The Artful Escape, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Nier Replicant, version 1.22474487139. Probably more numbers, they just stopped there. Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, the definitive edition, Solar Ash, Unsighted, Genesis Noir, Lost in Random, Eastward, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Outriders, No More Heroes 3, and Before Your Eyes. Are these all the games that came out in 2021? Okay. Straight up, my favorite game of this year, straight up, Ratchet and Clank. I don't know how y'all feel. I don't know what your game of the year is. I don't know what you've played, what you haven't played, what you like and what you don't like. I'm just going to tell you mine. It's definitely Ratchet and Clank. Number 2 would definitely be Returnal. Number 3, I don't know. I haven't played any of the other, like I love the Hitman series, but I haven't played 3. Resident Evil, I haven't played Village. Never played Deathloop. I didn't play Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like on this page are the ones that would be there. Though they need to get Halo Infinite out of this page. Get that garbage out of here. But yeah. So I don't know, Vaughn, what you think? Why you come up with your game of the year? What you think was the best game of this year? Since this is the end of the year PlayStation Play Level podcast. PlayStation, I say that. We are a PlayStation centric podcast, though we talk about other stuff like sports. Let's go to ESPN. And I need to peek over to see the Bulls game score. Yes, because we played the Hawks again today. And we were washing them earlier as I was watching. And I wanted to see what had happened. We did win 131-117, bringing us to 22-10. Nice. And the Grizzlies defeated the Lakers. Yeah. Suck it. The Suns were victorious. Postpone Heat and Spurs. Aw, man. Oh, come on, Pistons. 5-28, son? Man, it's rough out there. I want to see the standings. The Jazz and the Trailblazers are still playing. 76-67, Jazz in Portland. Kings are up on the Mavericks, 50-43 in Sacramento. So I'm gonna check out, check out those games. I do want to see the Bulls Hawks highlights. I was watching some of the game earlier, but had to prepare for the stream. But you don't know what's your game of the year, Vaughn? You can't think of one? What is this? No, not the schedule. I want the standings. Hit me with the standings. All right. Due to us being in the health and safety protocols, we are well, now it looks like we caught up because other teams had that issue too. So we are one game behind the Nets, though we beat them twice. We play them again coming up, and I'm sorry. But I think we play somebody else before we play them. So it's a big game coming up. They got Kyrie back. They will be in Chicago. So let's see what happens. It would be nice to take that number 1 spot back in the East, but I'm cool. I'm comfortable. Here we got the Warriors and the Suns tied, both at 27-7. It sucks. The Warriors almost came back and won the game the other day. When was it? Yesterday, right? Let's look at the 28th. They played Denver. Yeah, they almost won that game. They was getting blown out. The Nuggets was washing them. And all of a sudden, because Curry wasn't scoring in first quarter, he didn't score till like the second or third quarter or something like that. But once Curry made shots, he made shots. Yeah, he scored. He didn't score till the second quarter. I think he hit a buzzer beater at the end of the half. Yeah, he almost willed them right back. What's his name? Andrew Wiggins was busting them now. He almost single-handedly got them back in the game and won that game for them. But Steph got hot. Because they had Andre Iguodala taking the game-winning shot, game tying 3 at the buzzer. He didn't make it. But it does let you know, because they denied the ball to Curry, that when Klay Thompson comes back, are you going to double team both of them? That's 4 players on 2 people. So then it's a 3-on-1. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be nightmarish for defenses. So they can keep that strategy all they want. They got to know that eventually against the Warriors, man, you're going to have to make sure the game isn't close as best as you can so that, you're not in those scenarios, because you can't. That's two players who will gun it. And also Jordan Poole wasn't playing, so I'm telling you, that Warriors team, when they in full strength by the playoffs, is gonna be crazy to play, yo. It's gonna be crazy to see, yo. But yeah. You said you like Cyberpunk. It was not 2021. It did not release in 2021. It released in 2020. But all you play is 2K and stuff. So you don't know what games come out. You can vote for All-Star stuff now? You can vote for it on the website. It doesn't say it. Oh, there it goes. Oh, the All-Star Game is going to be in Cleveland? Oh, why? Though they got a decent record. Let's look at that. The Cleveland Cavaliers are 5th in the East at 20-14 behind the Heat. And they're above Philly. So if the playoffs started right now, it'd be the Nets and Wizards, Bulls and Hornets, Bucks and Sixers, Heat and Cavs, Warriors and Lakers. Sorry, Lakers, you get swept. Suns and Mavericks, Jazz and Clippers, Grizzlies and Nuggets. It's starting to look a little normal. Narrative, they good in All-Star Game there? Think about it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But the playoff scenario, you know, is starting to look a little bit normal. You know, with the exception of maybe the Grizzlies. We don't expect them to be up there, but they're there. You know, no Portland Trailblazers in the playoff picture right now is kind of funky. You understand the Rockets. I thought the Rockets were going to be the worst team this year. But now the Rockets, you know, they're 10-25. And that's bad, but it's better than 5-28 and 7-28. You know, the Pistons and the Magic. You know. But in the East, though, like, the Cavs, though, like, you know, the Hornets, the Wizards in the playoffs, no Boston, no Toronto. That's a little weird, you know. Lillard is wasting his time in Portland. He kind of is. He kind of is. Hold on 1 second. Jacob! He gotta learn to stop screaming like that. Be thinking something's wrong with him, but it's not. He just wanted them to let him in the gate on the stairs. We put a gate on the stairs so Kobe don't go upstairs. Because Kobe be doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't let him go upstairs no more. He got plenty of room down here. You need to stay off the carpet. But yeah. Yep. We put the baby gate up. He can't go upstairs no more. So they said he be sneaking up there, like he get up there. But that's because the kids be leaving the gate. As I said, don't let him have me catch him. He gonna regret that. He gonna regret it. He be in that garage so fast. Because you not listening. I punish the kids when they don't listen. You think I'm gonna punch the dog? Yep, and he be chewing on toys. He still do it because these kids be leaving their toys sitting around on the floor, and his dumb butt sees them, and he's like, "Oh, a toy!" I be getting them. Like, are you kidding me? So yeah, but you know, my Chicago Bulls are doing well. I'm looking forward to my February Chicago trip. February 2nd, I will be getting on the airplane on Groundhog's Day, and maybe I'll watch Groundhog's Day. I usually watch it on my birthday, the day. Excuse me. I usually watch it the day of my birthday because I can tell you my funny story of Groundhog. This is how I feel about the movie. If you ever watched the movie Groundhog, you said stay home. I might. I might, because I can't go a day without drinking something. It feels like when I drink some stuff, like I start coughing again because my body's like trying to get all the gunk out. But I mean, you see I randomly, some of it will come up and I'll spit it out. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping it's better than this by the morning. There you go again. That's what it wanted to do. But yeah, so Groundhog Day, the movie, is how I feel about the movie. If you've never seen the movie, you gotta see it. It's an old movie. It's Bill Murray, young Bill Murray. He's trapped in a loop of time. He keeps reliving Groundhog Day. And he goes through a lot of stuff. It's funny, it has some romance in it. It's not really a rom-com, but it kind of is. But it's a great movie. It's very funny, and he keeps reliving the same day, and he does stuff like, oh, I'm gonna, if I can die. He tries to kill. He gets himself killed, shot, burned, electrocuted, jumps off a building and stuff, and ends up waking up again, starting Groundhog Day over again. So he's like doing whatever at the beginning, for a while, but then he starts, romantic comedy. That's what we say, rom-com. That's what it is. Sorry, shut up. I watch rom-coms. I don't care. The whole series of How I Met Your Mother is a rom-com. All right. So if you say you don't like rom-coms, then you don't watch How I Met Your Mother anymore. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, which I will probably watch a few episodes before I go to bed tonight. So yeah, he's going through all this stuff, and it's an old movie. So if I spoil it for you, oh well, you should have been watched that. But no matter what I say, you're gonna enjoy this movie because it's funny. And who says rom-com? Don't be trying to sugarcoat it. Anyway, so then he starts to get like an epiphany, so to speak, that he has to do better and get better, because then he starts falling in love with this lady who's his co-worker. So, and then you see what happens with that, with him trying with that, with his completing the loop over and over and over and over again. So that movie is great. And I say, my birthday is the day after Groundhog Day. So I say that movie is his quest to get to my birthday. And it's killing him that he can't get to my birthday. And he has this whole major life experience, and it all comes full circle, and he finds his real happiness once he gets to my birthday. So that's why I watch that movie every one of my birthdays. So yeah, so do that. Watch Groundhog Day. Wait till Groundhog Day to watch it if you want. But I'm definitely gonna make sure I have that movie for when I go. It's got to be streaming on one of the many different streaming services that I subscribe to. So if not, I'll find it some other way. I think I have the disc of it, but I won't have something to play discs on. So I'll find out. I'll figure it out. Anyway, that right there concludes the Play Level podcast for this week. And this year, this is this year's last Play Level podcast, episode 22. I hope I got the number right. I hope I didn't do a second episode 22. If it's already a 22, then this is 23. I'm sorry. All right. I've dealt with a lot today, and I've been dealing with a lot these past few days. All right, forgive me, but I believe it's 22 right now. I hope it is. That would be an epic fail. But I'll get it right for the. I'll make sure it's correct if it's not correct already for the YouTube when I post it on YouTube. All right, but I'm out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys have had a great year. And hopefully next year brings more greatness to your year. You have more fun. You get more love. Show more love. You gotta do for other people. Be kinder to other people. Show some love coming outward, so you can receive stuff inward. And don't do it to receive, because you're not doing it with the right heart or intent. And if you don't have the right heart and your intentions aren't pure, then you won't get the reciprocity that you seek. Cheers to all my PlayStation gamers. Cheers to all my gamer friends, period. Whether you game on PC or that whack green console. Well, it's black with green on it. Wherever you game, if you game on the Nintendo platform, on a mobile platform, if you play board games, if you game on a television, whatever you do, as long as you're having fun and you don't let nobody tell you you're too old to do it, you're too young to do it, you're too whatever to do it. Just, you enjoy something, enjoy it. As long as it's legal and it's not offensive. Like, you know, some things are hurtful and harmful to other people. You know, if you're a gamer, if you like anything, you know, in like the entertainment industry, like you like watching movies, TV shows, you know, you are artist or musician and stuff like that, you know, have fun, man. I just want people to smile, have fun. But, you know, just remember, you got to do good. You got to live right. And we got to live real. You got to be realistic. And, you know, stop pushing agendas, because you do alienate people and you do push people out, and you're not being inclusive. As you know, you're stating that you want more inclusion, but you guys are excluding people like me. You know, I will speak for myself. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I follow the Bible. I read the Bible. I study the Bible. And I feel so excluded in this world and this world's ways, which I'm fine with. I live in this world. I'm not of this world. But, and that doesn't mean like I'm some alien, so don't misquote me. But, you know, it is upsetting that, you know, I can't express, you know, my beliefs and how I feel and in my life. You know, it's a big part of my life, my faith. It's a major part of my life. It's the major part of my life. You know, but I'm not allowed to express it, you know, as far as the world is concerned, because, you know, it's against other people's beliefs. But you're allowing them to express theirs, though it's against mine. But I have to be quiet. No, I don't want that. I don't like that, and it's not gonna make me be quiet. So I'm going, you know, I'm raging against the machine, so to speak. But I want a world where, you know, if you're going to say inclusion, then stop pushing agendas, because agendas always exclude somebody. You know, let people's personal lives and their personal feelings be just that, personal. Keep it personal. Don't put it out in the world. Don't make me have to conform to it. I won't. I refuse to. So, you know, whatever happens because of that happens. I'm not going to be mean to anybody. I'm not going to be disrespectful to anybody. And I expect people to not be that to me. And it is disrespectful to me for you to ignore my faith and not respect my faith. So, anyway, let's end on a light note, and let's say, everybody, be more kind to people and treat people like human beings, no matter what. And if they don't agree with you, it's okay. They don't have to. Just like you don't have to agree with them. You can still coexist and be kind and loving to each other. and smile more, have more fun, laugh more. Let's spread laughter next year, man. That's why, go to my TikTok. Let's spread some laughter. I'm goofy on my TikTok. So go to my TikTok, at PabloMan44_Twitch. And enjoy that. Enjoy my TikTok. And stay tuned. And make sure you follow Lyra here on Twitch. HELYRAA. Got that right? So that, because, you know, speaking of laughs, I'm gonna get her to play some scary games. And it's gonna be a wild ride. But I'm out of here. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit the follow button if you haven't followed me. I've been a little under the weather, so I apologize for my constantly clearing my throat and my sound of my voice, and even sometimes having to spit up some junk. But I'll get better soon. I'll be full back to myself soon. All right, y'all be safe. Y'all be happy. Have a happy new year. Stay away from alcohol. Changes your judgment. Go into the new year clear with a focused mind. I mean, people are gonna do whatever they want to do. I just like to tell people, you know, I don't drink. I never have, never will, and I have lots of fun. You don't need it. It's bad for your body, bad for your health, you know, and it's causing people to do stupid stuff and getting people killed and stuff. So let's try to have some natural fun, man. Have some natural laughs, some natural good times, man. And you don't need it to wash away your troubles and your sorrows. It just brings more, and it doesn't make them go away. Actually accentuates them. So let's play some video games. How about that? That'll get you away from all your troubles. I promise you. Video games are a great escape. But catch you guys on the next year, because the next podcast will be next year, and hopefully we got some big things in store for you in the coming year. I'm PabloMan44. This has been the Play Level Podcast on PabloMan44 stream. I will check you guys here on Friday night. I don't know if we're going to be playing Silent Hill or playing some backlog stuff, because I need to catch up with both. But time is getting, is drawing near for a new title to come, a big major title to come. So I want to be ready for it by getting some backlog stuff out of the way. So I mean, we'll see what we got time for. We see what we do. All right. Catch y'all later. Peace and love. I'm out of here.